So, in the book, you said the third day after getting back from Vegas, you guys met up with Zip in L.A.
At Wingstop.
At Wingstop.
Yeah. Not Wingstop, but Hot Wings. LA Hot Wings.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I guess you said that Puffy called and said, "Was that us?" And you didn't say nothing.
I didn't say nothing. Yeah, you're right.
There's also, you go into the book that apparently there was supposed to be $1 million that Zip was supposed to bring back, but he ended up keeping the money and buying a nightclub with it.
That's what the FBI said.
The FBI said that.
Yeah. Yeah.
You guys never got any money
Never.
for anything.
Nothing. Not even a pair of Sean John drawers. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy. It seemed like Puff do that though. He seemed like every time some bad shit go around here, it look like it's some shit on the grass. He don't step around that shit. He get away from that bullshit.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, you talked about how you made a crucial mistake by having a big meeting in the neighborhood.
Yeah, it wasn't in the neighborhood. It was at a park outside of the neighborhood.
Okay, in Cerritos.
Yeah.
Okay. And what was the mistake that you made?
I said I was just going to get some bread from Puff to get us some guns because they kept on raiding our houses, taking our guns.
And there was informants that was listening to this whole conversation.
Yeah, they was there. Exactly.
And they reported that back.
Yeah. I wish you can enter the FBI's. They don't do shit like this. You know what I'm saying? Greg Hayden, he was just an LA detective. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And he act like he made me crumble and all that. He didn't make me crumble. It's my friends around me. They took me down.
Right. Because, well, your whole life is being turned upside down at this point.
Exactly.
You had this multi-million drug operation done.
Yeah.
FBI, police raids, guns being taken, people starting to turn informant and turning against you.
Exactly.
It was that one event changed everything in your life.
Exactly.
How stressed out were you during this time?
I was just watching my ass more than likely, you know what I'm saying?
Well, Suge, because of that fight, Suge was looking at violating his probation.
Yes.
Because, I've covered this already. Earlier there, he had pulled out a gun on these two producers and shot in the air and made them strip.
Yeah.
And he was on probation over that situation.
Yeah.
I interviewed the president of Solar Records who talked about that.
They're in the building. We're paying all the bills. We get a phone bill from the studio floor that was something like, I want to say, $8,000 for a month.
Okay.
So Griffey calls Suge in, and he says, look at this bill. This is ridiculous. If you can't get those knuckleheads down there to stop using the phone, I'm going to throw you out. So that night, Suge comes into the building, goes up to the third floor, and one of the Stanley brothers was on the phone. And I wasn't there, so this is what was reported to me, that he asked the guy to get off the phone. And he said, and I think the Stanley brothers had been part of the world-class wrecking crew. And they were actually there to try and get Dre, who by then is becoming known as a hit producer, to do something for them. And so he tells Suge, he didn't know who Suge really was. He said, hey, look, I'm want to get Dre's guest. Go talk to him. And Suge said, I don't talk to him. I run this. He said, man, go, leave me alone. So Suge apparently goes out, goes back downstairs to his car, gets a gun, comes back, puts the gun to his head, and says, motherfucker, I told you to get off the phone. So then he hangs up the phone, and Suge takes him into the major room. We had the studio, we had a big, it was a big studio, because we constructed it in the days when you made records with musicians. And so, in the olden days, if you want to do a string date, you would bring in the string section from the LA Philharmonic, and that's how you do string overdubs and stuff. So we had a studio that was big enough to accommodate all those. So Suge brings him into the studio and has everybody, people from the rehearsal. He said, I want you all to come in here. And he said, this is what's going to happen if you use that phone. And so he tells the guy, take off his clothes. And he says, I'm not taking off my clothes. So then he shoots the gun he has by the guy's ear.
So Suge was already on probation. Here he is in this video kicking Orlando. He tried to say that he slipped and he was trying to stop it.
Yeah.
But he actually paid Orlando $60,000 to testify that Suge didn't do anything.
Yeah. He paid us, yeah.
And did that kind of ease the tensions in Compton?
Yeah. Yeah. Stopped it, yeah.
Right.
Seemed like the fucking mayor, everybody, you know what I'm saying? They had put the Bloods had put down the power moves in Compton. They had the city hall, they had the fucking police department, you know what I'm saying? He buying fucking all kind of shit for them, all that shit. So they kind of took over. So that made us really stay up out of Compton.
Well, even though Orlando testified on Suge's behalf, Suge was still found guilty.
Yeah.
He still violated his
and that
probation.
really crashed death row once he got violated, yeah.
Right.
So basically everybody lost. The three head dudes lost. Two of us lost and one's still going.
Okay.
And that's Puff.